Greetings, everyone. I am thrilled to be able to offer this video message to your meeting today, and I am so very sorry that I can't be with you in person. My name is Harriet Shugarman, and I am the Executive Director and founder of ClimateMama, an online organization that reaches parents in over 100 countries and all 50 states. And I am thrilled that the NGO Committee on Sustainable Development New York is addressing the topic of climate action and leading with your passion. And I certainly can attest to how your passions can lead you down an incredibly rewarding and fulfilling path. And I'd like to share a little bit with you about our ClimateMama organization and a little bit how we founded it and how I got here. So my work on climate action and solutions first began when I was one of the representatives of the International Monetary Fund at the United Nations. I worked with the fund at the United Nations for 13 years. And my first experience with the fund, or one of the very first ones, was working on the preparatory committee for the first Earth Summit, the 1992 Earth Summit in Brazil, and that sparked my interest, my concern, my understanding that truly we were facing a huge existential threat to humanity, and that the world was beginning to wake up in many ways, that we needed to address it, but we were unclear on how we were going to do that and in what ways would be the path forward. So I got to follow much of the work of the UN for numerous years, but let's fast forward beyond that, and let me tell you that we are now, well, for me, 2 children later and many years, we are into our 10th year of ClimateMama. We were the first parent-based organization that used the parent voice to talk about the climate crisis here in the United States, and we work, as I said, in all 50 states, and we work with parent groups, we work with individuals, we work with families to raise up parent voices who are working on climate solutions, who are on the front lines of the impacts of climate change, who are working to stop fossil fuel extraction, and also those that are working to help educate their parents, educate their children and show their children that they, as parents, understand the realities of the climate crisis and recognize that, as worrisome as it is, that there are many opportunities, in fact, infinite opportunities for each one of us to get involved and to take action. Our motto at ClimateMama, tell the truth, actions speak louder than words, and don't be afraid, are words that we live by at ClimateMama and that we teach our parents that work with us to do so as well. Clearly, there are a lot of things that we as parents perhaps would rather hide our heads and just move forward with feeding our children, with going to work, and not add climate action as another part of our parental responsibilities. But we recognize, as climate mamas and papas, that this is something that we must do and that we need others to do as well. So we have joined together with an organization called Our Kids Climate. This is an international parent and grandparent organization that was created in the lead up to the Paris Climate Accords, and we delivered to the Secretary General at that point in time messages from parents all around the world. We are reconstituting and recreating ourselves now and just beginning new discussions on what role we can play in moving not only the conversation, but moving action forward, because we're certainly past the time for just talking. We need to also take action. So I am glad that you, as the NGO Committee on Sustainable Development New York, are taking on this important subject and topic and looking at it closely. And as you move forward, I look forward to finding ways and opportunities perhaps that I can be involved again. As an aside, I want to tell you that I couldn't be with you today because I am with my son, who's turning 21. And I think we always need reminders that we need to take time to be with those we love, with our family, with our friends, in nature and outdoors, and remind ourselves what it is that moves us forward to do the work that we do, to see the opportunities and to create solutions so that we can live climate change and not let it overcome us. So thank you for having this discussion, and thank you for letting me talk to you, and I wish you much success.